Hi everyone, this is Mafanatics. Yes, the guys who love sport. That's what we're doing here. My name is Carol Redol.
And the great human Roy Karihize, who's unlucky to be with.
Bill Gidinji.
Bill, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you all.
I like seeing a fresh face because I'm tired of these guys. These guys are boring.
Your donation of the week, just
No, but Bill, for those who don't know you, introduce yourself properly. Rugby is your sport, but you love everything. That's why you're wearing that bad jersey.
Rugby is my sport. It has always been since my teenage years. Obviously, before that there was soccer, which we all played in the estate.
The fact that you call it soccer.
Soccer means you didn't play it well.
No, he played rugby.
Oh, we're different generations.
There's soccer, there's football, there's whatever you kadanda, whatever you call it when you are in the
When we were kids, yeah.
I took over. I decided to play rugby. I played rugby for close to 20 years. Eventually ending up coaching Impala Club.
Wow.
My love.
Okay.
After that, obviously, I coached the Kenya 7 side. I had a few stints coaching 15s.
Sorry about that.
National teams. Not national teams, but Scorpions and Chairmen.
Wow, okay. Chairman select, eh?
Chairman select, yes.
Okay.
Basically, then obviously I became a selector at some point for quite some time. And
that was your chance to make COVID millions.
unfortunately,
You blew it.
I blew it, man.
How can you be made in charge of choosing something and you don't exploit that opportunity in Kenya?
Roy, not everyone is corrupt. Bill, give us the story of this jersey you're wearing. Because that's the wrong side of London. London is red.
To me, this is the correct side of London. It has always been and it will always be. I started supporting Tottenham when I was 10 years old.
Yikes.
Whoa. My
My
goodness.
I'm sure most of you.
We know Kenya's independence was 63.
When we had players like Osvaldo, Adiles, Ricardo Vira, Gas Crooks,
Okay, nobody watching.
Nobody watching.
Knows those
I'm
people.
sure the old school.
Just before TVs were invented.
No, there was still. In fact, we had a color TV at home.
But at that time, Spurs
you
were
are
doing well.
rich,
Was
you
Spurs
are
doing well at that
We were
time?
doing quite well. We were winning a few trophies here and there. It was not too bad. Obviously, the last time we won the league was 61. Wow.
I say,
Wow.
And guys complain about Liverpool in 30 years.
Yeah.
My goodness.
It's been quite a while, so we were hopeful, but Leicester chappered us. I think Poch was a youngster at that particular moment, and
You'll see.
We'll get into
those issues.
Spurs
Tutakumaliza
much later on
baadaye.
in
That's
the
what
show.
she means.
To start with, I actually want to start us on a local note today, and the fact that I didn't even know CS Amina was around because she's busy looking for a job.
Oh yeah, the UN, eh?
WTO job. But apparently there was an announcement this week that football, at least, and I'm imagining most team sports are not starting anytime soon.
Yeah.
Kenya.
Apparently they are potential breeding grounds for coronavirus because we don't have the infrastructure to make sure it is safe, like those leagues that have started all over the world. But she has said that they'll give priority to Harambee Stars, who are due to play an AFCON qualifier in November.
And I think it's
For me, it is, we need to realize that something serious needs to be done so that sport resumes. Sports needs to resume.
Carol, what
Sports needs to
You see,
she's made it very urgent, And she's asked, she said, sports, it needs to happen. But she said, we're not ready. But the problem is, show us what you're doing to get ready. It's one of the best ways to tell us when will we be ready.
For me, we're not ready because we're not prioritizing it.
Yeah, it's still in the back burner. You're prioritizing everything else.
We're not prioritizing it.
Exactly.
Look at the fact that they're having rallies and all this stuff. Fine, I'm not for all those rallies. I still think you need to protect yourself because of coronavirus. But make it a priority the way Europe has made it a priority. Some of the things that they had told the clubs, the KPL clubs, is make sure all your 30 team members
players,
are tested. They stay in isolation. They do all these things that financially our clubs can't do.
Yes.
And those are the challenges. And I'm assuming rugby is having the same challenges.
Same problem.
It's a team
Actually,
sport as well.
especially rugby, it's more physical. When you talk about physicality, if you look at football,
You have to touch.
You have to touch.
Yeah.
There's no way you can get away from it. So I was hoping at least football would get.
Yeah, but I think that's the story. The story is about which sports to prioritize. Unfortunately, Carol, that becomes a story. I was going to call it a third world country. Let's just call it Africa. The priority is about which sports do you prioritize?
Yes.
She's right in saying that probably football is. Athletics will naturally happen. That will naturally happen.
Football employs, if I'm not wrong, the most when it comes to sports.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
Then we get into the sad stories of things like volleyball and stuff like that, which are very important sports in the country, yet nothing has been declared. I think the sad part is when you say, we're not ready, we're this and that, but no one's saying what is being done. How come they never say
There's
what they're doing?
They sent a questionnaire that I filled about a month ago.
What do you
They
mean?
did. And I think even it was shared like in
What do you mean?
some of our WhatsApp groups.
What do you think needs to be done for sports to return?
To resume.
I think they just sent it to random emails.
You know that one is called a
And I don't know if
stopper.
anyone read
You
it.
know when you're in problems, then you work a stopper.
For me, all these billions that are going into people's pockets should be invested in an industry like sport. Get everybody tested, get their families tested, whatever it is. I know going into isolation is a bit tricky because of where our players live, a lot of the players from different leagues. But I think they can at least pick KPL and pick Kenya Cup.
And there's also
the top leagues.
and
Yeah,
Carol,
yeah.
what I wanted to
Invest
say
in
is,
the treatment.
and maybe Bill, you can come in. If you look at like in the 80s when HIV came out, especially a sport like rugby, how did you guys go about it? I mean, we have to realize COVID is not going anywhere. So even though you try and bring a roadmap, that roadmap should include the fact that even though we get a vaccine or we don't, this sport must resume. Because when HIV came out, I think guys were very worried at that time. I'm trying to think.
People are very worried. Actually,
Tennis what?
I'm trying not to laugh because it's not a
That's
laughing matter.
That's his accent. You can't change it.
No, the way HIV spread and the way COVID spread.
it's two different things.
No, but
But it includes. I hear where you're getting.
Contact sport, you're gonna get.
I know the HIV is spread by contact sport.
exactly.
No, but I think let me say what Kenny is
It's
not
a blood
able to
transfusion
say.
bit. Yeah.
Let me say what
It's
Kenny
contact
is able
sport.
to
Exchange
say.
of.
What Kenny is not able to say is the fear of the unknown.
Exactly.
Because at the time there were also those. How is it spread? Is it spread through touch? Is
yes.
it spread through sweat? Is it spread through all these concerns
saliva.
we have now from COVID?
Yeah.
Is it spread
Carol.
through air? Is it spread through? So that fear.
It's the fear of the unknown. Actually, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
No. Guys, let's get it very clear here. Kenya's brought up a bigger point that he didn't want to say it outrightly. Life must go on.
Yeah.
Must go on.
True story.
On a serious
note, you can't hold back because of fears. And what I feel is this wait and see attitude.
What are we
dies.
waiting to see?
You either do something about the problem or not. And that's why I went back to, you told me about questionnaires, is what was done. What is being done? Don't tell me.
Now that we all answered the question.
No, last week I think it was on Sunday, I got a text message from a footballer, an active footballer, and he told me he's just recovering from malaria and he has no food. He has medication because he was given in hospital, but he's not eating the right food. He wanted a G. This is an active footballer. He's not seen a paycheck. Those 10 Gs they were given was not even enough for rent. That for me was just symbolic of what hundreds of footballers, rugby players, volleyball players are going through right now.
Sports people.
So I just
Sports people generally, yeah.
Life has to go on.
It has to go on.
So anyway, I just hope that we take this seriously. I want us to move on to other topics because this is only a 1 hour show.
Before you move on,
Yeah.
I just don't understand why the government didn't give this priority. You
don't understand. That's your problem.
No, we get so many billion shillings. Why don't you just put 1 billion just to think about
in sport?
what
Make an example of one sport.
Just not even one
You're in
sport.
rugby
The 1
management.
billion. The 1 billion will cater for a lot of people.
Yeah, in rugby
It will
management.
cater for the main league. It will cater even for Kenya.
Okay,
Has this government ever prioritized sport?
They have to. A point
Have
has
they
to come.
ever?
You know this
A
guy.
point,
You know,
it becomes disappointing every
Single time you think
every
about
time
it.
there's something, there's always a problem related to it.
you know, Bill, ever since you moved into the world of dreams, you forgot how Kenya works. So Carol, bring us back into reality. Bring us back into reality.
We have to wish. We have to wish.
At one point.
No, I just hope that anyone who's watching and is in government or whatever, just take this seriously, man. It's employment for hundreds of thousands of people. I just want to go through some KPL transfers. These I'm just mentioning, and I'm actually reading here. Gor Mahia, yes, they've completed the signing of a Burundian international. Jules Olimwengu. From Rayon Sports,
Very good
is
side.
Uganda. Rwandan side, yeah. A 2-year deal. They have to strengthen their attack. Remember, they lost, was it Medikagere who went to Simba in Tanzania?
Simba in TZ, yeah.
So Papaka have signed a Nigerian, Michael Tubolayefa Karamor. Hey, so Papaka, surely.
That guy cannot be called for a warning. Too late.
His name
Even the ref will forget. I have forgotten. Was it a red or a yellow?
KBC have sealed the services of former Wazito striker Derek Otanga. And internationally, Harambee Stars defender Abud Omar has joined Greek second-tier side Lonikos FC. Now, he's actually been unattached for over a year. Kenya, we are special.
So what was he doing in Europe?
Attach means what now exactly?
Didn't have a club.
He didn't have a club.
He used to play.
He's been training.
He plays according to phone calls.
He's been training with a Belgian third-tier side, CS Vice. So, I mean, it's great for him. It's Greek second tier, but I'm sure at least he's
playing some football, yeah.
It doesn't exactly happen in Kenyan football. I want to talk very quickly about Djokovic, and then, and this is just a comment.
Carol, what I just want to like about the transfers is at least clubs are taking the initiative to be active. Yeah, I know it's a lot of pressure.
Kenyan clubs have been active on the transfer
That's
market.
what I'm saying. It's been really remarkable that they have tried to take that initiative. And it's very sad when someone is cornered with no cash, but is trying to do something
He's
positive.
trying to do something positive,
And
exactly,
if you have
yeah.
another thing, which I won't call it by its name, government.
To give credit, right? To give credit to Nick Mwendwa.
Me and didn't cane him, Karo. You know he'll be sued here.
For challenging his voice.
He has managed to find sponsors for all the leagues.
Yeah.
The 5-tier leagues.
Oh, good
My
job.
goodness.
Good job.
I mean, some it's kidogo money, whatever it is,
And
but
that's-
it's money they didn't
And
have.
that's why those leagues need to start, so these guys can earn money.
The betting sponsor from, was it Nigeria?
Nigeria,
Ghana?
yeah.
Has actually released money already to some of the
Good
clubs.
stuff.
Unfortunately, the clubs can't really spend that money because nothing else is happening. So you can't get your sponsorship knowing that you have a whole season coming up until May. So you can't even pay your players or anything.
Exactly.
But that money has trickled in. That's why they're able to do some business.
Yeah.
So all the best to them.
Okay.
FKF elections, by the way, county... kicked
How
off in the
is your
counties
fellow
last
fan?
weekend.
Tottenham Spurs fan.
Yeah.
He's doing quite well.
He's doing well.
So FKF elections what?
Habo sent
We are
an
confident.
email.
We are confident.
You're coming.
We are confident.
Wait, Abu is still running.
Oh, it's
He
very,
sent an
very
email.
serious.
He sent an email
Seriously.
yesterday. It was about 4 pages long. But it was so well written. I think Habo's too posh, you know.
He's too St. Mary's.
He wrote,
Class will never pass.
the way this is being done speaks to, you know.
Yeah, this speaks to. How do you put such things?
But in fairness, he raised some valid points because he was saying what the presidential candidates and their people, they have Zoom meetings.
Right.
But he's saying the way these meetings are being conducted is so mediocre that they're muting people mid-sentence.
What?
So whoever is the admin of those Zoom meetings, if they're
is
like
the
charge
most
completely
I'm in charge.
You gave Kenyans authority on a meeting for KFF.
You know what's sad about that? Only enough that you've talked about Habu and going to St. Mary's and working, you know, when you train, you have to put your mouth on the side and going to those kind of schools. It's a sad part is that, you know, they always tell you, you can't win because Habu wesi mutua ground.
To a ground.
We have used ground as an excuse to
For
rubbish-
mediocrity.
For mediocrity.
Yeah,
to accept it and say,
exactly.
Vitu kwa ground ziko
But
different.
who says
By the
Habo
way-
is not a ground guy?
Hey! Habu
No,
polishes issues every day.
he raised very many valid issues. He raised valid
The
issues.
guy who goes to the ground completely.
Things
That's
about
the thing
security,
about it. Yeah.
allowing returning
He's
officers
polished,
from
yes,
all from all candidates to be in the polling
It's
stations.
valid, but it's not kwa ground.
He raised a lot of no.
Hey, kwa ground he's done a lot of work.
I just say it's a sad part that we use Vitu kwa ground to
As an
justify-
excuse,
as an
yeah.
excuse
Yeah.
to say that someone might be making sense but is not connected to the common man. That's an excuse. Yeah, if what you're saying is valid, then it needs to be
justify
listened to.
No, what
mediocrity.
Habo said was valid.
Yeah.
And he was just saying, can our elections be conducted in the in a professional manner.
I
want us to talk a bit away from Kenyan sport. Djokovic, remember he had that unfortunate incident at the US Open?
Yeah.
But he's come back and won Italian Open. Shown that he's still the best in the world.
He was just
right now
showing intent, because we're going into the French Open.
Guys, he made a mistake because he's passionate. I've told you, when you're very passionate, you can do something back, even the chick tells you, hey, babes, babes.
Roy, stop gestaking.
It's called passion, babes.
I've already been told that, I wonder.
Hey, me have been told another one. Watch and see same. Anyway, guys, the fact is he did an action out of passion, and very passionate players tend to do things that once in a while, if you see real winners, they break the rules sometimes.
Yeah, it's true.
Real winners do break rules.
But he's come back, he's disciplined himself, and he's won the Italian Open, and well done to him. Luis Suarez, and I don't know why I'm looking at Kiani,
because he's a ex-Liverpool player.
Luis Suarez wants to move to Juventus.
Right.
Okay.
From Barcelona. Unfortunately, Juventus have...
they have reached their cap of foreign players. Yes.
But his wife is an Italian citizen. So he's trying to become an Italian citizen through his wife.
What did you say?
Yeah. He wants to get a
soap.
No, it's not a soap
The one where
opera.
the mouth
real
and the
life.
voice go
It's not
separately.
It's not a telenovela. No.
Okay.
So Suarez went and cheated on his Italian language exam and got caught.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to, and I don't know why, I'm just thinking of the bait right now. But
And he beat an Italian, I think.
Just like Suarez, try and cut corners.
No, he's Suarez, and you were talking about that just a few minutes ago when you have passion.
It's
and
passion, yeah. See, that's passion.
if you look at all the things he's ever done, the handball at the World Cup to make sure Ghana don't go to the
He'll
semis.
do anything to be
He
a
was
winner.
doing
To the
anything to the bite. It's
a
so this
winning
one.
mentality,
It's
I'm
a winning
sorry.
mentality. This guy is remember, this guy is from a very, very humble background. He was living in the sticks.
Carol, all those guys
He used
were-
to play football without shoes. Now
Wait,
he's right up
is it
there.
humble or is it
It's a
The
winning
sticks. He's from the sticks. He's a
he's
girl.
quite ground?
Proper.
ground.
Proper.
He's grounded.
Mutu wa ground.
So
He's rough.
I still think
He's
it's
a humble background.
It's
He's rough.
something. It's something.
honestly, I don't think it's something that I'm gonna victimize. When you're willing to do anything to get to play the game for me, I find it hard to victimize you.
because it shows passion.
It shows passion, yeah.
And another
You know when a kid steals something back and you say, yeah, you stole because sugar because where you're going with
Another
this,
thing, and
admire.
this applies, I think, across the board.
Yeah.
If you're brilliant at doing something, you'll always have a kasoro. Lazima utakuwa na
Look at
kasoro.
Roy. Look at Roy.
Lazima.
Like I'm doing handsome and intelligent
You
at the
can't,
same
you
time.
can't, you'll always have your issues.
Why does
Ronaldo
Suarez-
had his issues. We know he's brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean,
We have to accept it.
we have to
Suarez-
accept it.
Suarez-
And
It's
it's
like
not
Balotelli. Why always me?
exactly. There's always a
There's
And
a
that's
cannot
why
somewhere.
you've got,
Somewhere
you've
that
got to
always
learn
has
to
to-
accept people with their casoros, which means I think that FIFA should pretend like a Kenyan government. They didn't see what had happened. And they let the guy play, then they say, Misi Kwoko.
So you think they should have mercy on him?
Of course.
You ignore
Because
it like
he's
an
good for-
African
you
president.
ignore it like an African president because he's good for the sport. There's
We need the
nothing-
guy in Italy.
You just know.
So we didn't see him stealing.
Yeah. But because
Just since we're on the topic of Suarez, is he moving because Messi wants to move? What's the
yes, let me
No,
tell you what-
Barcelona. What has happened in
Because
Barcelona?
Lose Messi, lose Suarez.
No, Barcelona, what has happened there, and remember this club is driven by the people. They always hit a reset button like every 10 years. So that is exactly what is happening. He's reached, no, remember right now Suarez I think is in his 30s, eh? So what is it? Leave the dogs alone.
Leave the dogs alone. Don't talk about Bill.
It's an excitement.
Leave the dogs alone.
We have dogs in this compound.
Come on, guys.
You know these dogs when when they start hearing the Arsenal results, they're also shocked.
They had Arsenal. Then they said,
So you're talking about Barcelona.
no, they're hitting the reset
Suarez.
button. They're hitting the reset button. And so there'll be a lot of guys leaving. It's not just it. Hey, guys.
What could be causing? This is what happens when you find out that you're not in a deal with Gava.
Normally, when they see visitors here, they know the grill is being washed and Nyake is coming. Now you guys have just come to discuss.
This story is not working.
But maybe we're talking about real dogs, eh?
Yeah.
So Barcelona, maybe they're also thinking our wage bill is too high.
Exactly.
So many things, we just need
Juventus right now is
go back
also
to the
paying
drawing
good
board.
salaries and whatever, so he'll move.
Anyway, guys, I want us to
think
take
he's run
our
away
first
from
break.
the problem. Honestly.
I want us to take our first break. We still have to talk about NBA. Your manager Mourinho, he's so. Anyway, the discussion about Mourinho is coming up. So, guys, this is Mafanatics. Don't go anywhere. We still have lots to discuss, including the fact that Man United's season started off
yesterday.
In a doggy dog kind of way.
In a doggy dog. Oh, man.